Hey everyone, let's have a little chat about listening to audiobooks, or rather, listening while not listening. For those of you who don't know, I like listening to audiobooks when I'm exercising, when I'm commuting, or when I'm just out for a walk. So I cannot listen to an audiobook while I'm doing something else where I need to concentrate on. But I like listening to audiobooks when I'm doing something repetitive where I don't need to think about what I'm doing. I also like listening to nonfiction, particularly because I can focus better on what is happening. If I read nonfiction, I tend to get bored and distracted a lot, but while listening to it, I tend to consume it better. I've noticed this over the recent years, and it's a lot of fun to listen to nonfiction books. So if you have not tried that, you should. However, I noticed something while listening to Origins by Neil deGrasse Tyson, and that is basically that I didn't really get what it was about. This book was way too difficult for me to listen to as an audio. I don't think I would have understood a lot more or even finished it as a printed book because it's too much math, it's too much science, too many numbers. I was really struggling to keep up with what was going on. And I noticed that this form of information for me would have worked much better in a video. So I know there are videos out, but that's not the point. Listening to this book really confused me. It is because, of course, English is my second language, so understanding math and science in a different language is hard. I'm pretty used to it, but still getting it all right in my head didn't really work out. Nevertheless, I never stopped listening. I didn't DNF it. I listened to the end because I enjoyed the voice. I enjoyed having it on as a background noise while I was walking. I didn't need to understand every word. I gave up on that pretty soon, but I liked understanding snippets here and there, and I liked listening to the narrator. And I noticed that I treated it somehow like a radio show or something, where I don't really pay that much attention when I'm doing something else, but I drop in and out of while listening. And I don't like to do that with audiobooks normally. Like I said before, I cannot focus on the audiobook while I'm doing something where I focus on the other thing. That's why I don't like to listen to audiobooks when I have to work or when I do something that I need to concentrate on. I can either concentrate on what I'm doing or the audiobook. But with this audiobook, I noticed that I liked having it on in the background while I was walking, while I was going to work, but I let my mind drift and go places. I wasn't really paying as much attention. And normally when that happens, I genuinely stop the audiobook. I don't finish it. I switch to the printed book or whatever. What I'm basically wondering now is, how do you guys do that? Do you always concentrate on your audiobooks, or do you sometimes listen to audiobooks in the background and you just get some parts of it but not fully? Or are you always focused on what's going on and stop listening when you cannot focus on what is going on, what I normally do? So for me, this was a new experience of listening to an audiobook while actually not listening. Let's hear your experience, and thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.